What is good, everyone? Welcome back to Nate Trades. Today is day number 18 of documenting my journey to becoming a consistently profitable day trader. Today is July 29th, Wednesday. It is FOMC day. I'm going to be going over the one trade I ended up taking, why I took it, what went right with it, what went wrong with it, and what I learned from it. But first, let's get right into market bias. On the daily time frame, you can see we do have an SMT with ES. NQ did not take out previous day high, and ES did. So that was a bearish SMT. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see we are clearly just trending lower, but we have been stuck in a consolidation, which I do believe is because of FOMC today. On the 1 hour as well, you can see we're just really in the middle of a consolidation. We have relative equal lows, relative equal highs. The 15-minute time frame looks honestly pretty much the same. On the gamma exposure side of things, this is really the secret to today's trade. So on NQ or QQQ here, this is a screenshot of the gamma exposure map pre-market. So this one's QQQ, this one is SPY. On QQQ, you can see that we have this 670 level, which lines up pretty well with the idea of relative equal lows. On SPY, you can also see we have two pretty big stacked, also below price, negative gamma levels that price should be attracted to. So for this reason, you can see obviously we have a big one up here and then big ones down here. Obviously, this is a lot different than this, but whichever way we start trending, it would be a lot easier. So with my overall bearish bias leaning into today, then this lines up perfectly with that. Same on SPY for ES. Just this right here lines up perfectly with my bearish bias. All right, going right into the first trade setup of the day, here is how it looked. It was a clean V shape. We had an SMT with this high right here. ES did not sweep it out, NQ did. And then we were just looking for shorts. So here is why I took the trade. On NQ here, you can see that we're respecting 15-minute fair value gaps, and we have clear relative equal lows below. Now on FOMC day, even though that we have this as a really great target, sorry, I'm sick. As this is a really great target, it is more of an external target, and I know that on FOMC we tend to stay in the middle of the range and consolidate, and so therefore I didn't want to target anything externally. So I was just going to target that internal low right here for right around a 1-to-1. So going through the checklist, A plus displacement, yes. A plus structure, no. We have trendline liquidity at my stop loss, so therefore it's not as good. A plus displacement, yes. A plus structure, no. A plus drawn liquidity, yes. We have relative equal lows here, and then we have external relative equal lows. I mean, we could go to those. And then the last thing is, did we have A plus gamma? So here is how the gamma looked for the first trade. On QQQ, which is SPY, you can see that we had a clear, pretty big and obvious gamma level right here at 670 below us. On SPY, which correlates to ES, we also have a even bigger negative gamma level here at 735. So A plus gamma level. So here's how it played out. I went break even here, and then it did run down here, and then I manually closed when I saw us get around the 670 gamma strike, because I thought maybe we could just flush lower and I could just ride it out a little bit more. But once we got into that zone, then I just take profited. I just closed out my position for a 1-to-1.1, which I could have held a little bit longer until we actually hit the 670 gamma strike. But yeah, I just took a small 1-to-1 simply because of FOMC. I didn't want to hold a runner. I didn't want to hold it and try to target this really big R, but I just want to take my little piece of the pie because it is a choppy day for FOMC, and I know that. And yeah, anyways, that is it from today's trading recap. If you want to follow along with my journey, hit the subscribe button below. You can also follow me on Instagram as well at natetrades.official. I post daily Bible verses along with my daily bias. And yeah, that is it. I will see you guys in the next trading recap video whenever I take my next trade. And yeah, have a great rest of your day, boys. Peace out.